How can my ex know I changed for the better? How can I prove that I learned from my mistakes and am a different person now when I don't spend time with them anymore? Will it all fall into place somehow? Okay, so let's break this down. All right, before we break it down, you already know what to do. If you want my help step by step directly, click the link in my description down below to book a call with me. If you want free help, all you have to do is send me your question via DM. Hit me in my DMs. It goes down in the DM. Send me your question and I might answer it in a future video. Okay, so let's break this shit down right here. All right, so how can my ex know I changed for the better? First and foremost, you have to not change for somebody else, but you have to change for yourself. If you change for somebody else, you're gonna end up two things. You're gonna end up resenting that person if that person doesn't want to fuck with you, regardless of you changing or not. And also for two, it's not gonna be a sustainable change. Even if this person does take you back and you know, you change for that person, this is probably going to be a change that you cannot keep up with. It's probably going to be a change that is not maintainable or sustainable. This is what we want in every aspect of our lives. We want sustainability and we want maintainability, because if we can't sustain it and we can't maintain it, we're always going to fall back into our old habits. We're going to fall back into who we are, right? If who you are is now the changed person because you wanted to change, that is going to be something that is sustainable. And it's going to be something that is maintainable. Whereas if you're changing something that you don't personally even want to change for yourself, but you're changing just for that person to take you back, or for you to be in their lives, or for you to get another chance, then it's probably not going to be sustainable. Now, there are exceptions to every rule before y'all come for my neck. But majority of the time, these changes are not sustainable because you're changing for the wrong reasons. You're changing for something outside of yourself or someone outside of yourself. You must always remember that everything must be first internal, that will be reflected on the outside, which is external. So anytime that you're trying to change something for the outside world, instead of looking within and saying, is this something that I really need to change for me? You're always going to do something that is going to be short term. All right, say if this person doesn't want you to smoke cigarettes, right? This person doesn't want you to smoke cigarettes. They say, hey, I want you around for a long time. I don't like them. They fucking stink. You stink. I don't want to kiss you and none of that shit. Cigarettes, I don't like cigarettes, right? And even more importantly, I want to have a long-lasting life and a long-term relationship with you, and you smoking cigarettes is going to get in the way of that, right? Now you could say, okay, I'm going to do it for you, but if it's not really coming, if the desire is not coming from you actually wanting to change, you're only going to change, and then you're going to get caught sneaking and smoking a cigarette here, smoking a cigarette there. She's going to find out, and then it's just going to be bad. So that internal change must happen from within. It can't happen because somebody wants you to change, right? And this is the reason why a lot of addicts, a lot of people with addictions, they cannot get well until they have made the decision. It's all about you making the decision, making the choice. I don't care how many interventions they try to put you on. Your family sits you down and let you know, hey, you're gonna die if you don't do this, and if you don't do that, and if you don't go to rehab, if you don't stop. It does not matter. If you haven't took the time and reflected and really said, in my heart and soul, I know that I need to make this change for me. And not only do I need to make it, I want to make this change. It's crazy because when it comes to things like this is something that you have to make the decision from a place of wants, not a place of need. Now, sometimes maybe your health is so bad that if you don't stop, you will die, so you need to change. But if it's coming from a place like, I want to change, that is the most genuine place, I believe, and the most like the highest probability of you sustaining and maintaining that change, because that is coming from a desire that you actually want, right? That's not coming from anything external or outside of yourself. So when you say that, how can my ex know that I changed for the better? For one, you've got to change for yourself and not change for your ex, okay? Your ex may see little things that they don't like, but if you're only doing it for him or only doing it for her, then you already know, like I said, you're not going to be able to maintain it, right? You're going to fall back. Then you say, how can I prove that I learned from my mistakes and am a different person now when I don't spend time with them anymore? Well, first and foremost, like I always say, it all comes back to you, okay? Make the change not for that person. Make the change because you want to make that change, all right? The only way that I can see that that person will now see that you're a different person, even though y'all don't spend time anymore, maybe you might want to reach out. Maybe you might want to reach out and say, hey, you know, it's been a while. You didn't give me any specifics on how much time has passed, but what I can say is if you haven't spent time with that person and you do feel like, okay, now I've learned from my mistakes, now I am a different person, now I want to show up in a way that this person will perceive me in a way that he's always wanted or she's always wanted. First and foremost, like I said, always come back to yourself. Do you see yourself as the person that can genuinely love yourself? Do you see yourself as a person who is worthy of love, right? Do you love yourself? First and foremost, you got to find out, do I love myself? Or am I searching for love in somebody else, all right? So what I would say is, shit, you never know until you try. Reach out to the person if it's been some time. Look, hey, how you doing? Whatever the case is, let's link up, let's go to lunch, or let's go to dinner, or let me pop that pussy for you, or whatever you want to say, right? Whatever you want to say to get back in his or her good graces, you know? So all I can say is the only thing stopping you from showing up and showing that person that you have changed is yourself. The only way that you're going to be able to get around that person is to hit that person up and let them know, hey, let's link up. The worst thing that could happen is this person could say, no, I'm in a new relationship, or no, I'm just not interested anymore, or no, so-and-so and so-and-so. So with that being said, you have to face your fears and you actually have to reach out. Yes, you have to reach out. I know that you wish that there was like some magic pill that you could just pop and the motherfucker would just call you and be like, hey, have you changed yet? Oh, cool, well, let's meet up. That's not how life happens. So you must face your fear unless you just want to wait around and just hope and pray that this person is going to reach out to you, right? You can always do visualizations. I always speak very highly of visualizations. Make sure when you do close your eyes and you imagine and you feel the feelings of already having that person in your life and you see the picture clearly, you turn up the brightness, all right? And you feel like you're there, and then you step into the picture, you embody it, and you're having that exchange. You're having that conversation with that person. You feel the feelings, you smell the aromas, right? All of these things. You can even touch the person. You feel the person touching you. You feel the lips touching, and all of these things, right? You can go very, very deep into visualization. But at the end of the day too, you don't want it to be to a point to where like, okay, man, like I've done all of these visualizations and this person is just not coming back, or I'm feeling very positive about getting this person back in my life and it's just not happening. Look, at the end of the day, the more that you let go and you level up the person that you are, you level up your character, because we're all just characters, right? I'm not Diamond. I'm not really Diamond. I'm the soul that has inhabited this body whose name is Diamond, who was given from my parents. This is all my beliefs, right? We are not who we think we are, but that's a whole nother story. We're not gonna get into that because y'all already know I can rant and rant and rant. But what I'm saying is, man, look, at the end of the day, if you do your best to level up your character, think positively in your mind. Look, she coming back or he coming back or whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying? But don't put too much focus on it. Live your life. Live your life. This life is about you. This life is not about that person. This life is about you. Level up your life. And in some cases, you guys will see that I thought this person was the one for me, but I actually met this person who was a way better match to me than this person, right? Or you might say, man, you know, I just started living my life. I started leveling up. I started just having fun and enjoying myself. And what do you know? This motherfucker on my doorstep. What do you know? This motherfucker DM me. What do you know? I got a text message or I got a phone call from this person. So that's how things work whenever you level up yourself, whenever you focus on you, when you focus on loving you, people want to focus on you. People want to focus on loving you too. How can I love that person? Because that person loves their life so much. They love themselves so much. I just want to be a part of the reality. I just want to be a part of their experience. Why is their life going so well? Can I add to her life in some type of way? Can I add to her happiness in some type of way? I would love to be a part of that reality, because people love to be a part of something where they know that they're not needed, so they want to give, right? When they see that you don't need them, they just want to be a part. They just want to be a part, and that comes from loving you. If you love yourself, people are going to see it. And you're not loving you so people can see it. You're loving you because loving you feels good. Loving you is the reason why we're here. Loving you, loving your experiences, loving the people around you and your energy, loving what you do, loving how you feel, loving how you look, loving everything about you. Just love. We are here to love, okay? And that's why things go wrong when you choose to love somebody else more than you love you. In all actuality, all I'm saying is, man, focus on you. Focus on you. And like I said, if you can't help it and you want to reach out, there's nothing wrong with reaching out and being like, God damn, you know what I'm saying? I'll miss you, whatever the case is. And you know, I know it's been a little minute, but this is not a stud who's writing me. This is a film. I don't know if you like men or women, but this is a feminine woman who's writing me, right? So I don't know. Y'all are more hesitant to hit somebody up and let them know what's up. But like I said, if you want a response now, that's all you can do is face your fears and let her know or let him know, like, look, I've been thinking about you. What's up? Let's link. If you want an immediate response. But the best advice I could give is that if you want an immediate response, and if you don't want to do that, to just level up yourself, right? Cater to yourself, love on yourself, figure out who you are and all of these things. All of these videos where I'm answering y'all's questions on love, y'all are gonna hear me repeat and repeat and repeat until I'm blue in the face. Y'all are gonna be like, damn, Diamond, all she says is herself, herself. Yes, it's about yourself. It's always about yourself, okay? The better that you feel about yourself, the better you will be able to attract people who feel good about themselves and who feel good about sharing love with you, right? What else did you say? Will it all fall into place somehow? Everything is always going to fall into place, okay? Whether you end up with that person or not, everything is falling into place exactly how it should be. And that's what you need to realize and recognize. Now, when I go through life, I now understand that everything is working in my favor. Even things that seem like they're not working in my favor, they're working out in my favor too. Because you never know if this seemingly negative thing is leading you into another plan. Like, you don't know what the plan is. You don't know if this seemingly negative thing is keeping you from getting in a car accident over there, right? Maybe this person, right? Maybe the Raising Cane's line is long today and it's taking an extra 10 minutes because if you would have went straight through that line, somebody would have rear-ended you. You don't know what God is keeping you from or protecting you from, right? And even when it comes to certain people in your life, right? Sometimes, what do they say? Rejection is God's protection. Now, granted, sometimes it ain't God's protection. Sometimes it's you that needs to learn lessons before you're able to keep this person in your energy or keep this person in your space vibrationally, right? But just know that everything is working out in your favor. So when you say, will everything fall into place somehow? Absolutely. Everything is always falling into place exactly how it should. So like I said, man, those are some of the things that you can do. If you want a question answered, go ahead and hit my DMs for the free ski maniski. Go ahead and send me a message. Let me know your situation. Ask me the question and I could be answering your question in a future video. If you want step-by-step help directly from me, all you have to do is click the link in my description down below to book a call with me. Other than that, you already know, man, love yourself and don't worry about nobody else.